On a Monday, 2:56 p.m. in the afternoon. As you can see, we are looking a live picture on the stream here. This is the New Orleans shot that Bill had sent me several weeks ago, I think. Uh, it's something to watch while we talk. And this is just an impromptu live chat. I don't really have anything other than I wanted to update some items that I had come across as far as things I have been looking for and found. And one of the first things, the biggest thing I think was the XR2206 function generator. You guys may recall that I've been looking for that for the MFP for quite some time now, and I did find that over the weekend, and that's a good thing. So that's going to be coming up. And also, I did find the charger for my Hyper Tough screwdriver. And as we talk right now, it is sitting there on the printer charging. And that's good too. I've already mentioned the Velleman K1803 that I found previously. And so that was good also. And that will be coming up as well. So as we switch the view there, one of the things I didn't care for on this one is that switching view thing. But, it is what it is. So basically, the Velleman thing, I covered that. One of the things I want to do on this function generator, little XR2206, is the modification that Don over at Restoral Radios came up with, and that's been a little while since he did that. But there was a modification to make modulation, so it was a mod. So that's what I'm talking about, and I'm going to do that as well. And this is not going to be anything spectacular as far as modulation is concerned, because I have better tools to do that with than these little cheap little function generator and stuff like that. This is just a quick and dirty type thing. If I want to, modulate the function generator signal some way, I can do that. It will allow me to do that and test some things real quick, like instead of having to fire up the HP or the other on the other end of the bench, the B&K. And so that's what I'm trying to come up with, just something quick and dirty. All of these kind of things I'm going to have on here are redundant as far as the little O-scope on there. That's obviously something's not really necessary, but instead of having to drag out the big one, I could just do that one real quick if I need to show something on a waveform or something like that. And that was the idea behind the MFP. Obviously, the multimeter is something I use quite a bit, and the little frequency counter, that was another thing that's getting quick and dirty and could be used for that. So that's what we're looking at there as far as that's concerned. I am by myself today. Lexi finally went back to work today. She had been off basically all last week because of her babysitter was sick, she said, and then she found out later that her babysitter was having a baby. So anyway, that's been done and over with as far as that's concerned, and the babysitter texted her last night and said she was ready to go for today, so I guess that was good. So Lexi is back working, which I'm happy about, because I tell you what, I love my grandkids and stuff like that, but having in here 24/7 gets on your nerves. I like my downtime, and that's what I consider this to be, is downtime. So that part of it's good. I like that a lot. So anywho, that's what's been going on. Like I said, I was talking with Bob earlier about this stuff, and I was telling him about he was trying to come up with some ideas on what to do about this modulation thing, and we got to thinking about it. But the more we thought about it, it's really not necessary. Some of the things that you think you might need to do or whatever, and it's just because this is going to be again quick and dirty. And if I want to modulate a signal, I can. Not a big deal, and so I'm going to treat it that way. And like I said, you can get really involved in stuff like that on that multifunction panel because if you lose sight of what it is you can, like I say, get carried away pretty quick on that. So like I say, it's that's something I'm trying to avoid. And I just jumped on here thinking this would be a quick and easy way of doing a flap for Monday. Cover the things that I did over the weekend as far as that's concerned. Didn't really do anything else except for look for those items and do some work in the shop, trying to straighten up. I think I had mentioned before that I was trying to consolidate my project boxes from, maybe small projects, have 2 in one box and things like that to give me more room. And that's what I'm always striving for in my shop area because of the limited space. So, some bicyclers coming down the street here. Not sure what the guy there standing out there with the paper is doing. I thought he was one of those hawkers. I know the other day I was watching this, and there was a couple guys out there trying to get people to come into the bar or whatever that is there. And this guy just seems to be like a director. He's just kind of standing out there watching the action, like say he's got a paper. I haven't really seen him give away any papers, so I don't know what's going on with it. But standing out there like he owns the place. So maybe he does. I don't know. You guys can never tell. Snow is here still. It did rain last night, a little bit this morning. Temperature has moderated. Finally, it is around 37 now. I haven't clicked on it to get the exact temperature. I guess I could do that. And when I say the exact temperature, this is probably not the exact, but it's fairly close. 38 is what it says. So, like I said, this is better than it has been. Better than 14. So happy about that. Looking forward to spring. I went out to check the mail after the mail ran. No mail was there. I was hoping to get the foot for my camera mount. I have all the other stuff. Picked up my groceries yesterday at Walmart, and the glue for my PVC pipe was in there. So I've got that now, and I'm basically just going to take and glue the vertical piece onto the elbow, and then once the foot arrives, I'll take and put that on there, and I'll line it up as plumb as I can get it. Now, it's not going to be totally plumb everywhere it goes, because for one thing, one end of that the rod or the pipe that goes across is higher than the other end. So I don't know if you noticed that the other day when I was showing the lights, but that end there was more distance between the light than the other end. So actually, I guess that would make that lower on that end. That shelf is a little bit lower than the shelf across from it. So, like I say, it's not a big deal. I'll get it as plumb as I can get it. It won't really make a difference to the camera. The camera can be tilted if necessary, and I really don't think it's necessary. It's just up. I thought I had that turned down enough, but I guess I don't. Hello to whoever's watching. I see I have one viewer. Good to see somebody here. This is a busy place today. Usually on a weekday it's not that busy, but seems to be a lot going on. So, like I say, you got your director out there. He's standing out there with that paper. If you didn't know better, you say he was the director for the action going on there. And it's kind of weird, but you got to switch views again. There we go. Get on the other end, see everybody. Nothing going on again like I say, the weather is moderated. That's good. Snow, it seems to be leaving. Now, it didn't leave as fast as I'd hoped it leave with the rain. I thought sure the rain would get a little bit more of it out of here. But at least it's now off my driveway, off my car. I have a little in the grassy areas and things like that, but the rest of it's gone. So that's really good, really really good. Did you get my groceries? I got everything except for I think one pack of burritos that I wanted. I ordered two. I found that if you just order one, you don't get it. You don't get any burritos. And I like to have a burrito once in a while. Like as a sometimes I'll eat something in the afternoon because I generally eat in the morning and then eat supper, and that was about it. Sometimes I'll have something in the afternoon, and the burrito is pretty good for that. But anyway, so the other one was a substitute. Now I didn't get either one I ordered, but I did get a substitute on one of them. And instead of getting 8 like it was in that pack, I got 14 in the thing they substituted. So I did get a few to have if I need them. So that's good. That was the only thing I didn't get, or I didn't get substituted or whatever. Everything else was in the order, like I say, including the glue, which is, I don't think I've ever had anything that's not grocery not be delivered. In other words, I think every time I order something that's in the other part of the store, not in the grocery section, they always get it. And I'm very happy about that. I mean, it saves me a trip. And so that's good. So that's excellent. I'm happy about that. I did buy stuff to make chili, and I had most of the stuff already. The only thing I lacked was ground beef, and I bought that, and I will be able to make me some chili. So I like chili. I don't think I made any homemade chili this year so far, and I like to do that once in a while. So that will be good. Anyway, like I said, the thing I'm missing is the foot. It's still not come in, and it was being mailed from, I think, Missouri, if I'm not mistaken. And it's no tracking number. I don't know. Sometimes that means that they just haven't actually mailed it yet. Sometimes that means that there's just no tracking number. Some certain first-class packages don't, you can get them without tracking. So that's usually an envelope type thing, but I don't know about this one, how it was mailed. So I guess we'll find out. It says delivery on Wednesday is what it says, but shouldn't take that long. I got the items from California, which I ordered the same day. Yesterday, Friday or Saturday or what it was. I think it was Saturday, yeah. And so it's odd that you get things from California faster than you can from Missouri. Makes no sense, but that's the Postal Service. Good old Postal Service. So I kind of thought maybe Bob would log on here and say hi, but apparently he hasn't. He was taking a nap earlier. I kind of figured maybe he'd be done with his nap. Oh, that guy's holding up the paper. Maybe he is giving them out. I think he's talking. That's him talking. Yeah, he's a hawker of some kind. But don't know what he's doing. Sure, he's doing his best. So, like I say, this is an odd street to have traffic on. I tell you what, you would not think there would be traffic on a street like this, but I guess it's New Orleans. So, New Orleans, as they say. Anyway, that's that. Nothing going on in the 3D printing thing. The last thing I printed was that hooks for the light switch cover. And that's still holding up, hasn't got broken off yet, which is good. Lexi is the one, if anybody will break it, it'd be Lexi to break it. Lexi's one of these people that grab at things, and if she gets them, fine. Or if she don't, she goes back harder. You know what I mean? It's just, she's not easy with anything. And even her walk, my daughter was talking about that one day, as far as she could hear her upstairs because the girls were upstairs, and she could always tell when Lexi was up because Lexi walks on her heels, and she has a very affirmative walk. She's boom, 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 boom. And it's funny because little Kennedy's does exactly the same way. Of course, now Kennedy's step is a lot quicker. It's like boom, 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 boom. because she's running generally wherever she goes. But it's just fine because she walks exactly the same way. So it's just something weird, I guess. I don't know. Certain people do that, I guess. I don't know. I always try to walk quiet as I can. I always wanted to be as quiet as I could, creeping like a mouse. I want to sneak up on people. I want to make sure I can get in there and do what I need to do and, without being noticed, and then get out of there. Yeah, he's giving out something. He's doing something out there. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something. Like I say, not much going on. Looks like two people are watching now. Hello to whoever you are. I was going to do Hermosa Beach feed. They had people there eating lunch there. Of course, it's about lunchtime out there. Uh, but the feed kept locking up on it and buffering or whatever you want to call it. So I thought, well, we'll go with this one. This one seems to be pretty steady. So there was a lot of people. There was some girls playing volleyball on the beach, and a lot of people riding bicycles, skateboards, things like that. And there's a restaurant right there. People were eating. It was a good little scene to watch. And maybe the next time, if it gets more steady, I might try to use it instead. But I'm just trying to avoid using the cold stuff. I get enough of that here. I kind of want to see something that's a little bit warm. And this, while this may not be, sunny Acapulco, it's at least shirt sleeve weather, and so that's kind of nice. Uh, Now it is supposed to get up to 50 something tomorrow here. I don't know. We'll see. They've told us that before and lied to us. So uh, that's the only day that I see in the forecast. It's supposed to be up that high. The rest is in the 40s. But even the 40s is much better than the teens that we did have. So happy about that. Seems like things are kind of getting back to normal in Texas. I've been watching, seeing things like that on the news, and when I say news, I'm talking about on the internet. Uh, like I say, it's just I guess their electric bills was really, really, really high because of, I don't know exactly why the reason was, but some people had electric bills in the tens of thousands of dollars, which is a little bit steep, I would think. So I don't know. Well, I guess they'll figure it out. But I haven't talked to anybody that I know in Texas. Lloyd down there, Rusty Glovebox, and Terry, Texas Viking. Uh, so I really haven't talked to too many of those people, other than I see some of the posts that Terry makes on Facebook and now and then, and it's always usually something comical. So, but anywho, that's been my whole thing. Now I don't know what time Lexi will be home. It is 3:14 now. Sometimes she gets off early, but she doesn't come home early. Uh, she does other stuff, and I don't really never know what time she's going to get here. Originally, when she started there, it was supposed to be 5 till 5, basically every day, and that changed right away. Now, the plant that she works at apparently is a different. They do things a little bit differently there, and I guess if people get their production work done, then they can go home. I guess is what it is. But she likes this plant much better than she did the other one, and she's fairly happy. She was afraid she might lose her job due to the fact that she didn't have a babysitter and couldn't go to work last week. But if she did, she didn't come home to tell me. So I don't think she will, but like I said, I hope she doesn't. I really, really don't want to see her go back down the rabbit hole, as they say, and get into that situation again. So, all right. Well, like I say, I don't know what else I've got to talk about here. I just mainly want to kind of update everybody about the items that I did find. I now can basically get back into the shop and finish some things up that I've got now. That the MFP, for one thing, I don't really have anything now to hold me back on that. So that'll be good. I've got everything I need for it, and no problems there. Uh, of course, the camera mount, like I said, as soon as the foot comes in for that, I will have that ready to go. And so that will be good. And like I say, then I can probably get back into that signal tracer thing again. I've been thinking about that more and more and more and more. Uh, I think that's going to be too much gain on the if I use that module, that little microphone module, and the uh, power amplifier, the MLM 386. I'd have to turn the gain down on both of those, probably as low as it would go. I don't know. I will experiment with it and see, but I just thought I would, it would be a way of getting the gain up as high as. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I want basically a solid state signal tracer that will give me the same basic characteristics of the Heathkit T4. That's a very high gain circuit, and like I say, that's what I want. I just don't want the size of it and the tubes. And, it's not so bad the tube, but there's a warm up period, things like that. It's just a little bit better if you have something smaller and compact as far as the bench is concerned and things like that. I did see another. It's kind of funny. I did see another B&K 970 transistor radio analyst, or whatever they call it, radio analyst, on the marketplace on the Facebook. I think it was 150 they were asking for it, which probably it's well worth it, I'm sure. I forget now what I gave for mine, but like I said, I was happy with mine, and I am going to get that fixed, and it will replace the B&K signal generator that's down there now. Hey, Greg, how you doing, Greg? Somebody actually got on that I know. Just here flapping today. It's just easier sometimes to get on here real quick and do a flap, because like I say, everybody can see it. Later, if they don't catch the live flap, you can still see it on YouTube later on, and it's just easier for me to do this way, and that way I can get things done and don't have to worry about making a video. It's just basically made for me. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. I wish there was a way we could have shared the photo you made on the 3D printer. Maybe we'll try to get that picture of that. If you make a video sometime soon, be sure and share that. That was something else. Greg made a photo, printed a photo on his 3D printer, and it turned out really nice. And like I say, it would be kind of interesting for everybody to see, I think. Yeah, I know. I didn't warn anybody. Like I say, it was kind of an impromptu chat or a flap or what do you want to call it, and I didn't really mean for it to be announced, because like I said, it's just to me it's just easier sometimes to get on here and say what you got to say, and it's recorded and everything, and it's on there for you to. You don't have to bother with the video editor or anything like that, and it's just easier to do sometimes, and especially if you got something nice to look at while I'm talking. And somebody out there hawking something. I never can tell what he's hawking, but I don't even think he cut the paper anymore. Oh, Greg got the new printer. Greg is really getting into the 3D printing. I forget the name of the printer. He'll have to share that with you. But like I said, he's going to record that tonight. Hope you, like I say, put a picture of that photo you printed. That would be cool. And we'll take a look at his new printer. That's going to be neat to see. It's not a Creality printer, I think. Is that the one you ended up getting, Greg? So if it is, he'll say in just a second here. He had leaning towards the CR10 there for a while. Yeah, it's I can't. Mingda Rock 3 Pro. That's what he got. So that's different. I'm sure it will be a little different. They're all kind of the same as far as how they work, but they're all a little bit different at the same time. So we'll get to see maybe some sample prints from that soon. and see what that's capable of doing. I believe the print area is bigger on that. I think one of the reasons he wanted that a different printer was a bigger print area, and he gets into making some really neat looking stuff. So I'm sure he will come up with something really spectacular with that. A direct drive extruder. Okay, well, that's probably good too. So, like I said, we'll get to see some samples of that, see how much better it is than the Creality 3, Ender 3 Pro, and learn a lot from that. So, like I say, we'll try to get together with some people and make another printer video here, not too long. Again, probably won't be this week, but maybe next week. Yeah, 320 by 320 by 400. That's quite a bit bigger than the Creality. I think ours is 220 by 220 by 280 or something like that. Uh, it's somewhere near that anyway. But that was kind of big for the money, I thought. I thought that was an excellent size for the money. So, anywho, guess you get what you pay for. So, all right. Well, like I say, I've went on here for I can't even see because the sun's shining. 26 minutes, and I think I'm going to cut this off because I really don't have anything else to say. I've said everything I wanted to say, and we've watched the guy trying to give that paper away, and he has yet to give that paper away. Maybe that's his script. I don't know. A lot of work going on down there. A lot of work trucks and things like that going through. So that's kind of interesting. So, anywho, I guess that ought to do me. You guys have a great, great day. Thank you again, Greg, for logging in and sharing the news of the new printer. Appreciate that. And we get to see that hopefully in a future video of yours. So, yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, it has a lot to live up to, right? Well, like I said, I thought they were good for the money. And like I said, when you don't have a lot of money, you kind of have to go with what you can get. And I thought it was about the best deal on the market for that. So, anywho, like I say, that's about it. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will